like
Oh,
the
like
soda
the
machines.
power-ups?
Yeah, I don't know
Fair
why.
enough, yeah.
Something
It's like the old-timey bottle, I get it.
Who do you have your money on in this game
Oh,
specifically?
that is a good question. You know, Mace does always have that advantage of has played the game before.
Yeah, like,
But, you know,
if I remember correctly, they did spend like 3 to 4 hours last night just grinding this game out, which is something a lot of the other competitors do not have the
Yeah,
opportunity.
we can certainly.
All I'm saying,
we
not
can
to like.
certainly speculate about the ethicality of that. But...
Yeah, I mean, some people would chop off their head for such a just absolute disgrace and just
some
mockery
may
of
call
the
it
tournament as a whole.
flagrant cheating and yeah, like just spitting on the name of
Just
our generous host Wyatt
devastatingly
Fisak here.
Devastatingly despicable, disgusting, and appalling, and like I just don't understand why you do it. Yeah, exactly.
But as we might have guessed, Mace has gotten 2 points here.
Connor
Wait, never mind.
is-
Connor has 2 points.
No, yeah, Connor. Skullfuck.
Yeah,
Or
Skullfuck.
Skullfuck.
Skullfuck, I believe it's German.
I don't think they went in the positions I said, so I had
No,
to
they
switch
did.
it.
No, they did not.
Ouch.
Um,
I wish they would listen to rules,
You know,
but
as we've seen here, these groups, these anarchists, are just taking over the tournament.
and like anarchists, they like to share everything, including their own brain cells, so you can see like the level of competition we're
They
looking
have
at.
spitting.
Yeah.
I do spit a little. I do be spitting on the side.
And you know, I was gonna say Connor does.
Connor is cleaning
I'd say he does have quite the advantage, being freakishly tall.
Yeah, he's like
he can
7'8",
quite literally
I'd say, roughly
reach over.
speaking.
Yeah. I think 7'9" actually.
7'9", and honestly, maybe.
Yeah.
He might have grown a bit since the last time
I-
I've seen him.
I believe he has some sort of like pistons in his shins too that allow him to go up in height too.
Have you been seeing like the people who are like going to get surgery to extend their legs by like getting that broken
Yeah,
in
yeah, I
half and
have.
like parts I could use the extra inches other places, is what I'm saying.
You know, certainly. I can attest to that, ladies and gentlemen.
Amen.
I have had sex with David.
Amen. Let's go. Let's go. So, anyways, back to the match.
Yeah, 3-1 in Connor's favor here. Mace is getting absolutely bodied. You know, those hours of practice seem to be doing absolutely nothing but hurting their
I
standing
feel like
with
we're
the
not
other
emphasizing
players.
that fact enough. The amount of time that Mace spent into this game on their off time just to win,
Just
is
to be
disgusting.
absolutely destroyed in the end as well.
Yeah, that too. I mean, it's honestly embarrassing.
You know,
They're kind of clean. They're
maybe not.
look. I have faith that
You know,
Connor
I
could
think
still win.
I think
this.
that bot on Mace's side is carrying quite a bit.
Yeah, actually, I
personally.
think it's just Mace's CPU that's currently.
Yeah, I mean-
because Connor's definitely been like on top of things.
Yeah,
I've seen that
exactly, yeah.
blue hair near the front like very often. Like, look at
And
that! Look at that! Look at that!
beautiful spike.
Like, he's absolutely setting up his CPU perfectly. Like, you can see the chemistry that him and Shouta
And-
have, so that they can.
And it paid off with another point there.
I think Connor's got this in the bag.
Well, we're up to match point. We'll see.
Have we already had a match between these two gone through yet, or is this the
No,
first?
we
Is this the
have
first
not.
one? Okay,
No.
that's what I thought, but honestly.
Yes.
Oh, that's what that is.
We're learning new things every day, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm learning things along with the audience. You know, there are probably some audience members who also did.
You know, that is a very
very
interesting approach to commentating. You know, I bet it makes you very relatable.
Exactly.
Wow.
Think of me as like I'm like one of you at home.
Yeah,
one of
you're
you
like a
disgusting,
stand-up.
pathetic peasants back home who do not have the hot mic.
Groveling
Yeah,
at our feet.
Your hands and knees. We are superior.
We are up here in this ivory tower.
And that's why we won all of our matches.
That is true.
Very accurate.
The higher the number in the bracket, the better you are.
I'm not feeling too happy anymore, right?
And look
And
at that.
Connor wins his first game.
It
of
seems
the
that
volleyball.
Skullfook has skull fucked.
Skullfook, do the skull fuck. Are we sure it's not French?
That's
That
probably
that
German.
I believe that is an
No.
umlaut, and I don't think those filthy French people use those.
I feel like the French have a lot of skulls
No,
in their like.
I think they have a silly little like accent, but
Yeah, they have
it's not the dots.
The French are very silly.
They certainly are.
I once got banned from a Minecraft server for making a bad French joke.
What was the bad French joke?
Anyways, back to the match.
Not safe for TV, I guess.
Connor is definitely going to be taking the W on this one. Like, look
Yeah,
at that
certainly.
clean sweep.
You know, Mace barely hit it back there, but
Dude, Connor's fucking
Yeah.
Again, it's the height. Connor's just
guarding that
standing
net.
in front of the net, holding his
I mean,
arms up, nothing.
you
to
know,
get
he's
past.
got that wingspan and the height. All he has to do is this, and he's covered the whole net, ladies and
Dude, have
gentlemen.
you ever seen that like 3-foot tall, like it's like a harpy bird, and
Yeah,
it's,
that's
it's a
Connor.
monster. Yeah, literally.
Yeah.
Literally.
No, I mean literally. Like he has a some sort of wingsuit, and he just flies around.
He's got a cloaca.
Sometimes.
I've seen it.
What?
You heard me. Connor's cloaca.
I'm in shock and horror, ladies and gentlemen.
I've got it. We all
it-
know
it
my
seemed-
email. I can send photos after class. Don't worry.
It seems that Mace has gotten a point in that time.
Connor
but
just-
Connor and his twin there with slightly different colored hair have pulled it back and evened it out.
Again, it's the teamwork. Connor
it
and his
is.
CPU have just been
I mean-
through so many things together, and I just don't
Connor,
believe that Mace.
Connor's CPU
has
is
them.
simply an extension of him.
I actually heard that Mace recently fired their old volleyball partner off of some very,
that-
very
oh.
bad rumors. Specifically, Mace was jealous of the techniques and skills that their volleyball player, their old one, was producing, so they fired them.
You know, that is
And I
so
think you can
telling.
very much exactly.
Yeah.
You can very much tell between
You
their,
can really
their partner.
see in that nervousness, you know.
Mm-hmm.
See,
Exactly.
that first
See,
one-
they just do
that
not have the
first
chemistry
one-
with the new.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that first one was too early, and then they just did not have the communication with
Money
the
can
CPU there.
only buy you so much. It can
Exactly,
buy you
you know?
a new volleyball partner, but it can't buy you talent. And I think Mace is
Exactly.
learning that.
And look at that. We are seeing Icarus flying too close to the sun. Ignore that point that they just got.
Just pretend that that isn't happening. Your eyes are simply deceiving you. I still see a 1 next
And
to
I
Connor's name
mean,
on the
just
bottom,
another
and that's what
beautiful
matters to
set
me.
from Connor. And look at that.
Connor-
4 points. We are up to match point. Connor and his CPU here are in perfect sync, ladies.
What do you think makes Connor just so darn attractive, genuinely? He's got such a... I think it's the skull shape. There's so much, like... He's got the high cheekbones and the nice jawline. He's such a handsome...
It's truly the angularity, and I think there's something about the, you know, it's like when you look at a mountain, you know, it's just so large that you just, and, you know,
That was a bit stanky, I won't lie.
yeah, you know, Connor, you gotta pull it back here.
He's definitely the advanced specimen that I know of him.
That is certainly true. Yeah, but back to him. It's
Yeah,
like
back to
looking,
Connor,
you know,
yeah,
it's
like-
like looking at a great mountain. You know, you can't not look at it with some sort of reverence.
Oh, this
It's
is
great height.
match point. Come on, Connor.
They are up to.
Connor's
Match
very
point on
reminiscent
both
of like
sides.
the old like Michelangelo like statues. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? With
you
that
know.
very ooh
Oh my God.
Mace with the 1. So that's 1-1 right now.
Yeah.
1-1. And you said we were bringing it down to
Win by 2.
Oh yeah, never mind. We were not on match point. Learning new things every
oh,
day.
man, I don't get volleyball,
Mace
bro.
is now at match point.
Volleyball's chill.
Still
but,
hitting
like,
it
I don't
far
get
too
it.
early. Absolutely biffing it, some may say.
Biffin, bashing, buckle.
Those are words that start with B.
I'm a big fan of
Oh,
the
a
letter.
little
I'm actually
late
not a
this
big fan of
time.
the letter B. It's unironically not a good letter. Can we agree with that? R S T X is pretty alright.
I can agree with all of those.
Yeah, like
choices, but,
legitimately, A
I
is
don't
like
think
okay.
B's that terrible of a letter. We have evened it out, ladies and
Ooh,
gentlemen.
okay,
Connor,
now it's match point. Now we're where we thought.
Gotta
No,
win by 2.
I don't get this.
Jesus
game.
Christ, volleyball will never end.
It'll cap at 7.
I don't believe you.
You know, David, have you heard of the Greek tragedy of Sisyphus?
You're gonna have to remind
The
me.
man
Which one was
doomed
that guy?
to put
Oh,
to
is he
push
the
a
rock
stone
dude?
up
He's
a
the
hill
boulder
and
fella?
it
Yeah.
falls down every time. That is simply what we're seeing here. Every point, it just falls down every time. Ooh, we're
Connor
up to
is
6
very
points, though.
reminiscent of Tantalus, I believe is his name from the Greek myth. He was the guy who is like stuck in a pool of water with a fruit tree next to him, but whenever he tries to bend down to take a drink, the water moves away from him.
Yeah.
Tries to grab an apple, the tree moves away. That's Connor with his W's right now.
Yeah.
He's so close, but he
You
just
know, the
can't
world,
get his teeth
the
around
world
this.
simply doesn't want him to win because
It-
he's too good. He's just,
The only thing preventing Connor from taking the W is God himself,
You know,
ladies
yeah.
and gentlemen. And
You
you
know-
can only do so much against God.
you know, Zeus didn't want humans to get fire, and he does not want Connor to win this match.
This is gonna go I think we're gonna go the whole way. We're
You know,
gonna go the
some
whole
may
way.
say Mace is even a avatar of the Titans, here to strike down our beloved Skull Fook.
Mace canonically actually hates any believers of the Bible or God, what Connor is, since he is a biblical prophet and hero. Mace is a stand-in for Satan in tonight's game,
This is
ladies
true.
and gentlemen. That's it. That's game.
We've seen it here. The triumph of righteousness.
Good finally defeats evil
There is
tonight
good in
here,
the world, ladies and gentlemen.